it's fun.
Yes.
So I'm going to explain to you how to have fun trying to visualize. Most people trying to make it very complicated. It is not complicated. It really
Yeah.
is
Yeah, this,
just fun. Lola,
yeah.
explain this to Margarita that it's fun. You should have fun when you do it.
Sí, Margarita, que cuando practiques las visualizaciones lo que tienes que hacer es divertirte, tiene que ser algo divertido y no hacerlo muy complicado ni muy serio.
Okay.
La visualización tiene que ser como un juego. So was for me. When I practiced the visualization, my sense was that I was again in my childhood,
That's it.
like a
You
child.
know,
Like,
that's it. When we are
yeah,
children, it's so easy for us to do these things. As we grow up, we sort of, maybe it's our schooling system, maybe it is we are being told to. I, for me, it's easy. I made Rika a promise today. I said, I promise at the age of 95, at my birthday, 95th birthday, I will stand still and think for a moment if I want to grow up. I'll think about it. I promise. I don't say I will, but I promise I will think about growing up. Because I think growing up and being this all grown up and whatever, it's actually overrated. When you're a child, like when you live a childlike life, I don't mean childish, I say childlike. You actually have so much fun. It's much better state to be in. All the seriousness and growing old, it's not all what it's supposed to be. So have fun when you're doing these things. It is so important. And we don't like to do things that we don't like doing. I mean, it's when it's not fun, why would you want to do it? And I'm speaking to all of us tonight because, and I'm speaking to myself as well. I don't like doing, I mean, it's natural. We don't like doing things that we don't enjoy. So let us, when you go into visualization, and now I want you to explain to Margarita why it's important that you visualize. First of all, I'm going to go slow so you can translate to her. And I want you all to think about it. Why should you be able to visualize? What is the importance of visualization?
¿por qué es tan importante desarrollar la capacidad de la visualización? ¿Por qué es tan importante poder visualizar?
Okay, let's take something. You getting a bank account of gazillions in it.
Ok, te van a dar una cuenta bancaria con unos cuantos ceros.
Okay, what are you going to do with it?
¿Qué vas a hacer con esa cuenta?
You have, up until now, you've got a file and they are like, oh, I'm going to do projects, 2 sentences.
A partir de ahora vas a tener una meta, vas a tener que hacer unos proyectos.
Okay, now, even if you've written a whole paragraph on it, how can you let the higher frequency, because you do not create in 3D, you create in 4D and bring down to 3D. Okay, that's how we've done it up until now. Whether it was good things or bad things, whatever you did in your mind, you never did it. I've got to explain this to you the best I can. I'm using myself mostly as the example. Okay. I'm going to go through the explanation, then I'm going to say quiet that you can explain it to her, Lola. You're going to understand it, but I'm doing it for the rest of the people as well. Let me explain something to you. One night I woke up and I was hanging on the ceiling and I was looking down at my body on the bed and I had the fright of my life. And I wanted to scream because I was looking down, I was tired, I left my body and I was hanging on the ceiling, hanging at the ceiling level, and I was looking down at my body on the bed. My body was lying there sleeping. And I wanted to scream and I couldn't scream because I wasn't in my body. And the next moment I zipped back into my body and I could scream. The question wasn't to me. I knew what happened to me. I had an out of body experience. But my question was, who am I? If I look in the mirror, I think, oh, there's Leandra. This little person standing in front of me in the mirror, that's Leandra. No, that's not Leandra. The one hanging on the ceiling was Leandra. That's the I. This is just the body. And when that spirit that hang on the ceiling leaves this body dies. So who are you? Have you ever asked that question? Who are you? You're not a body. A body is just a vessel that it holds this immense, beautiful energy inside of it. Yes, there are soulless bodies, believe me or not, they are. But who are you? Who's that inside this body? And what is that person, that soul, that spirit? What is that spirit capable of? You can ask her that. Explain it and ask her that. Lola, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah. Tuvo una experiencia extracorpórea, se salió del cuerpo, ella estaba durmiendo en la cama y su cuerpo se salió. I don't know what the ceiling is, but that
The
means.
roof where you at the
Techo,
top of the
el
roof where the
techo,
lights come
Lola,
down.
Okay.
el
Ah,
techo.
ok.
Sí.
El tejado, como si dijéramos ella estaba en el tejado o desde arriba se estaba viendo durmiendo en la cama. Intentaba gritar y no podía porque no estaba dentro de su cuerpo, se desdobló. Lo importante de todo esto, de su experiencia extracorpórea, es que ella se hizo la pregunta, ¿quién soy yo? ¿Quién soy yo? Cuando te miras al espejo, ¿quién eres tú? ¿Eres la persona que estás viendo? ¿Eres el cuerpo? Esto es importante porque cuando tengas tus proyectos delante, tengas que empezar a crear los proyectos, a manejar los fondos, no lo vas a poder hacer desde la mente 3D, sino que los vas a crear, los proyectos, las manifestaciones desde la cuarta dimensión y la vas a traer a la tercera para manifestarlas materialmente. Para poder hacer eso, tienes que saber quién eres. So for me, it's the most important question in the universe. I have learned this with Advaita Vedanta, with Ramana Maharshi. He
Mm-hmm.
says, Eva, the only question that you need to do is, who am I? Is the only and the most important question. Also,
Who
I
am
agree totally with you. Who am I? Yes.
now?
Yeah.
As we move into 5D, because all the uneven numbers are the physical world, the even numbers are the spiritual part serving the so we have 4D serving 3D. So you as a person walking like the past many years that you've been alive, walking in 3D, you've created in 4D, bringing it down to 3D. So if you've had any thoughts, any things going through your mind as whether you want it or not, you've created it like that. Now, once we move into 5D, you will create in 6D, bringing it down to 5D. This process, I believe, will be pretty much the same. So when you visualize, so what you're doing is you let the 6D realm know that you are creating this. They see you. Now I've explained it to Why is it important to visualize? Is that you can show the universe what you are doing. You are bringing it above you, out. There it is. This is what I want. Then it comes down to you. Now, you can have all the money in the world, but if you cannot create, there's nothing. Can you understand how powerful you are? You want all of that money. What are you going to create and how? Whatever you visualize, if you leave gaps open, you leave it open for weaknesses. When you can stand and you can visualize with absolute clarity because you've practiced visualization, you will build the most beautiful and most undisturbed and the most magnificent projects and places that this planet has ever seen. You can explain it to her, then I'll come to the next point that's very important.
Lo más importante de poder visualizar es que cuando visualizamos estamos creando y le estamos diciendo al universo, le estamos comandando qué queremos obtener y realizar en el mundo material, qué queremos traer a la manifestación física. La visualización es muy importante porque es nuestra capacidad creativa en movimiento, diciéndole al universo, esto es lo que quiero que manifiestes. Y lo vamos a hacer de la 4D a la tercera dimensión y de la quinta dimensión lo bajaremos de la sexta dimensión. Por eso es tan importante que hayamos desarrollado nuestra capacidad de crear a través de la visualización, porque somos tan poderosos, tenemos que ser tan conscientes de nuestro poder de crear y vamos a ser capaces de crear mundos nunca vistos sobre la Tierra, espectaculares, si desarrollamos esta capacidad, este don de la visualización, de la creatividad a través de la visualización.
And the question I posed to people was last night, and what I'm posing again tonight, and what I want you to make her understand, and everybody that's listening might still be joining. Why have we been given these vast amount and being promised as humanitarians these vast amounts of money? Because they are. You might even be given much more, you might be given much less. Are the determining factor of that. Nobody else. You might have one bond. And it's like Todd said, you can actually literally write whatever you want on a piece of paper or a piece of toilet paper and take it to them and say, you want this, please. And they will give it to you if you match on your frequency. That's what you're going to create and use it for. You must listen very carefully about this, because this is what we're lacking, in my humble opinion, what I've picked up. Can you match what you get? Have you grown to do that? Have you gone and sit down and said, I want this? Are you wanting to use it for power? Or are you wanting it to create? Because all that it is it's not going to let you create. You create. And that might only be the energy to help you to manifest it. That's all that it's going to do. That's all that the money is going to do. The money is actually worthless. If you cannot create, that money means nothing. It will lie in your bank account and rot, or not rot, or whatever the case might be. Make you feel, eat better, buy more chappies, do whatever you want to do. But it will mean nothing if you cannot create. And how do you create? You create by visualizing, giving it life, seeing it. You're the creator. How difficult can that be for people to understand that? I don't understand it but I hear it all the time. You cannot write 2 sentences and think people is going to do anything for you. You are the creator. And the reason that they've given you those big amounts, promised you that they wanted, or not promised you, they gave you a SKR with making you almost unlimited. The reason they've done it is to take the limitations away for you. Oh, but I'm only going to have 1 million. I can only do that much with 1 million. I can only use these finishes. I can't make it look nicer and bigger and better. And I can't go higher up. I've got to bring the ceiling down. No, 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 no. How much is your Lillian? It is unlimited, people. Unlimited. You can build the planet entirely as it is 40 times over, 50 times over, in the grandest way you want. That is how much you've been given. They are telling you if you can match it, but you have to become that. You have to equal it. How do you equal it? You can ask her that.
Bueno, somos creadores y nos está diciendo fundamentalmente cómo te vas a poner en sintonía con los fondos que vas a recibir. Cómo vas a elevar tu frecuencia hasta un nivel que es ilimitado, porque los fondos van a ser en consonancia con nuestra frecuencia. Si podemos elevar nuestra frecuencia hasta el punto de que los fondos sean ilimitados, nuestra capacidad de crear va a ser ilimitada. Tenemos que visualizar y crear y ponernos en sintonía y elevar nuestra frecuencia hasta el punto de que no haya límite, porque el dinero en sí mismo, los fondos en sí mismos no tienen ningún valor. El valor es la capacidad de crear con ellos, de manifestar. Y la manifestación puede ser ilimitada si nuestra frecuencia está a la altura y sintonizamos con la frecuencia elevada de los fondos, de la creatividad, para crear un mundo nuevo. Es que, claro, somos tan poderosos. Oh my God, this is incredible, beautiful. I hope I have seen. There is someone that speaks Spanish. Have I lost something? Do you want to add anything?
It's okay, está bien, Lola. Sí.
Me faltó algo, cariño.
No,
Añádelo tú.
no,
¿Eh?
no, está
Bien.
perfecto. Ujú,
Ah, ok. Gracias.
ujú.
Qué bueno, qué bueno. Muchas gracias, Lola.
Oh, sorry. Okay. How how do you
Please come
become
to the 3D. You were in 5.
Don't worry, I've got help. I've got help. Okay. My question is, how do you become unlimited? How do you become that unlimited being? It is a process. Okay. So we're going to start with a process for you to help you to become unlimited. People, if you go through this process, it doesn't have to take long. I want to tell you something before I start with the process with you. And this is so important. There are no shortcuts. And this morning I explained it to Rika, and she thought it was very funny. You know, when Little Red Riding Hood was going to a grandma, her mother said, you follow that road to your grandma. Anything else won't do because there's a wolf and blah, blah, blah. We know the story. So Little Red Riding Hood took a little basket and a little red cap, and there she goes, la-di-da, down the road. And as she got to a certain point, out popped this wolf and said, no, you're not taking, this is a much shorter road this way. And she didn't listen to the original message, take this road. There's no shortcut. Oh, this is a shortcut. No, it wasn't the shortcut. It was the longer way. And the wolf took the shortcut. There are no shortcuts. You will get swallowed up by the wolf if you think you're going to take a shortcut. Do it properly, do it the way you're supposed to do it, and put the work in. It doesn't have to take long. I promise you, to learn to visualize took me one night in the bath. And after that, I got more psychic. I could see things, even now. And it's like riding a bicycle, even if you don't visualize for a while. It's like riding a bicycle. You can't unlearn it. You can become a little bit out of practice and, and get a bit stiff, but it's going to take, boop, 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 you're back on track, and there you go. Learn to visualize. I've put a little things in there. That's the first ingredient to bake this cake. The first ingredient is take the time to learn to visualize. Make it fun. Take something. First of all, you have to see it in your mind. You first have to start, look at something, close your eyes and see if you can see it. Push yourself to see it. Can you see that? Can you see that mug? Can you see what I've seen? Can you see the colors? Can you see the patterns on the mug? Can you see it? Then, is there something that you didn't see? As you are progressing with this, your visualization abilities will become better. Then, that is now just exercises, but then comes the nice part. Then take your project, any of your projects, and see yourself. I have the most amazing fun with visualization. I love giving gifts to people. So then I would sit in and then I would think, oh, how are they going to behave? And then I see their behavior and I enjoy their behavior, and I make it so much fun for them. I I barely sleep when I start doing that. I can lie the whole night, right through the night, just going through the same thing, just having fun, seeing the reaction of the people while I'm giving them these gifts. I can see, oh, I forgot to put a ribbon on. Oh, let's put a big ribbon on this. And now let's see how they're feeling about it. And let's do this. And you understand what you're doing. You're creating, you're having fun, you're learning to create in your mind. Now, let me tell you what's going to happen the next thing. Lola, I know you're going to keep up with this. You're doing great. Stop me if I go too fast.
No, 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 it's okay. ¿Cómo convertirnos en seres ilimitados, en creadores ilimitados? Es un proceso. Es un proceso sencillo, pero que no tiene atajos. Como cuenta el cuento de Caperucita Roja, que se le cruza el lobo, su madre le dice, ve, no te salgas del camino, no te salgas del camino, del camino, del camino. Viene el lobo y le dice, te voy a enseñar un atajo para que llegues antes, y el lobo te come. O sea, no salirse del camino, no hay atajos. Hay un proceso de aprendizaje, de práctica, para volver a empezar a visualizar nuestros proyectos hasta el mínimo detalle, ver a la gente feliz, disfrutando, caer en los detalles más pequeños. Ella, una noche en el baño, a base de visualizar y visualizar, desarrolló su capacidad psíquica y otras facultades que permanecen ahí. Y una vez que desarrollas la capacidad de visualizar, nunca más la pierdes. Puedes dejar de practicarla por un momento, pero siempre sigue estando ahí. Cuando visualizamos, creamos y nos volvemos ilimitados. Y es una cuestión de práctica. Hay que practicar, no hay atajos, pero es un proceso sencillo. Es práctica, como cuando éramos niños.
Okay. Now.
Hello.
Yes, is there a question?
Hello. Yes, I maybe Mary can translate us for us in French. Mary is there. She used to make translation for us in different session. She's
Yes.
able
I
to.
I can do that. I will make I think it's Marie. I will
Yes,
make
Mary,
a
Mary.
Yeah, I will make an arrangement with Marie to have a French session for you, and
Okay,
I will let you know. Okay, then
thank
I'll
you,
do
thank you,
do the same for you in the French session. Okay, but
thank
the
you.
most important thing that to get back to our session here, we haven't got much time. We've got an hour. I'm trying to keep it within an hour, that it's not too long. So if you do listen to it again, I like to treat people the way I like to be treated. And one of the
Okay,
things I cannot stand these long-winded things that people trying to tell me. So I always try and make it as simple as possible. Very simple.
okay,
My good
okay.
advice to you is, if you like, just go and relax. Okay. I'm gonna first I will do the same advice for the French people, so I will get back to you on that. But do the do yourself a very simple. Don't make it a long-winded thing. It doesn't have to take long. We are at the verge of this happening. I don't want to tell you this, but I've said this, but I probably should have stepped forward a lot earlier, because I saw it. I saw that it wasn't happening. Yes, the spiritual side is important, very important, because actually, quite frankly, building and creating things is a spiritual thing. It's not really only a physical thing, it is a spiritual thing. And the more beautiful frequency you put into that. And this is what I'm saying to you, to bring back to the point. The fact that you're getting so much money is that you can build it beautiful. There's no necessary for you to cut corners or to say, I can't afford to make it beautiful. You should make it absolutely magnificent, whatever you're building. A simple thing like a road. How can you make that road beautiful? Why do you, Leandro, says a road? No, it's what you are used to, what was given to you now. Now you can make a road where you have a park on the side where people stop and have a rest. We used to have that in the olden days. Now it doesn't look like that anymore. But you can have a beautiful sculptures on the side. There's no reason for you to only have an ugly road in the new world that's coming. You can build it out of the best materials. A simple road doesn't have to be simple anymore. A building, you can make it magnificent. What you can visualize, you can go and build. The only limitation is not going to be what's in your bank. The only limitation is you. This person I'm speaking to tonight, you're going to be the limitation of how our world is going to look like. And I am telling you now, if I carry you across that line and with whatever I need to make you unlimited and the most creative people, and to actually awaken that in you, I'll keep going until I don't care what time of night, if I sleep hardly anything, to help you to awaken the most creative part of you. And you do that by seeing it in your mind. If you can't see it there, it's not going to happen. When you go and stand with an architect, he's going to ask you what you want. And you're going to say, what? Have you actually made the time to see what you want? He's going to design according to what he wants, not you. You have to teach him. I've decided if an architect asks me what's the budget, I'm going to say to him, no, you can't work with me because you are limited. I'll say to him, design, but if he asks me about it, I say, you're going to be limited. I don't want you to be limited because I'm not limited. Can you do that? Can you start putting the 3D world behind you? the limitations that the 3D world imposed on you. Do you know how special you are, that you are going to be the people walking out there in front and telling these people now that are now moving over, that's fast asleep now, that's going to wake up very soon, you're going to be the people teaching them to have no limits. There is no limit. You can create anything, the most beautiful of planets ever. Do you know that this blue planet is already one of the most beautiful planets? But we are going to take this tired world, we're going to break it down, and we're going to build new, beautiful, wonderful things. But it cannot happen without your imagination. If you cannot see it, it will not happen. We don't have much time to get that awakening in us, but it's there. It's latently within every one of us. Become that creative person, and you have to see it in your mind. You have to visualize it. You have to look at the detail that they know that you can do it. Is that possible?
Yes, Leandra.
Then be that amazing one person that go out there and do it. I want to say something else to you, Lola. You want to translate that still, or am I repeating myself here?
I said a little bit. Básicamente lo que está diciendo es que el único límite que existe eres tú, porque por naturaleza somos ilimitados, pero lo que no seamos capaces de ver en nuestro interior no lo podremos crear. Hay que retomar la capacidad de visualizar, es muy importante. Lo que no pueda ver con mi imaginación, no podré crearlo. Pero si puedo verlo en mi imaginación, podemos crear mundos magníficos. Volveremos a recrear la tierra y a llenarla de belleza y de todo lo que queramos magnífico, de crear carreteras nuevas, hermosas, belleza, pero todo parte de nuestra capacidad de crear y de imaginarlo. Porque el único límite que existe soy yo misma. Si mi imaginación es ilimitada, mis creaciones también lo serán.
Leandra, I
Yes.
have a question, or maybe if we unify our creations is much better because we can create something huge and better. I mean, if you have your dream, another one another dream, and we are thinking about, for example, in the same place to build something, but it's much better to unify that. What do you think about that?
Sorry, I am just go slowly again with me. You want to do what?
No. I'm not one to do. I'm asking if it's
Yeah.
not much better to unify our creations because we can do something huge and much better for
You mean to
everybody.
unify it, to actually do it together?
Yes, yes. For example, if you have one dream and we can.
This is a very important question that you've asked me. It's good that you participate. It helps me to give you information that you need, not what I think you need. Let me explain to you now. This is something that I'm going to tell you tonight that has been very hard on my heart for a very long time. You want a lot of funds to go and do your projects. You don't even know half of them yet. You have to stand on your own. You have to be a leader on your own. You cannot, I will not, I am absolutely going to walk on my own because you know what? All the people I'm going to work with is still fast asleep. I'm going to get them the moment. I know some of them, but I don't know all of them. Anyway, they promised me that I've sent 1,000 of my own people with me. They will find me. and they will assist me with building this new earth. That's my job. But we cannot do it together. You have to stand on your own. You were chosen to stand on your own and lead the people around you. I am in Africa. I'm going to do it for Africa. When I'm done with Africa, I'll go elsewhere. But I am in Africa, and not just in South Africa, I'm in Africa. Where are you? In India? Australia? South America? You have to do it there. It's your job. You were chosen for that. Be it. That is where the second ingredient comes in. Confidence. You must be confident when you're going to do what you do. You have to build that confidence. How do you build the confidence? I know it's not what you probably want to hear. I've had many people saying, oh, the humanitarians must unite. Sorry, no. You can do it. I don't. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm giving you what I think. And if you disagree, you do as you wish. But in my humble opinion, you were chose to lead. If you're not a leader, you cannot go and do what you're supposed to do. You have to lead. You have to walk in front. And if all the humanitarians, I have to now try and translate this thought, cook together, sort of like, sort of go to the same place. What's going to happen to the rest of the world? I tell you, many are called, few are chosen. You have to go and do it on your own. You have to have that confidence. I have it. If I have it and I wasn't born with it and I haven't grown up with much confidence, I've learned to be confident. What makes me confident? It was a process, but I'm confident because I know who I am. I know my limitations. I know my personality. I've spent time with myself. I know my subject. I know when I visualize it, I know these things that I can do. I'm going to tell you a story about visualization that I want Lola to explain to her what happens when you visualize. I want to remain a bit more with visualization, but confidence comes when you do that, when you know your subject. And your subject is more than one, it's you and that what you need to go and do. You need to know yourself. You need to, I know, I've got it. Well, my sister once told me I will never make a success of my business because of my temperament. I've got a terrible temper. I was devastated because I want to make a success of my life and what I do. And I didn't answer immediately. I went back to her later. And I said to her, I think it's a gift. My temper is a gift. Try and push me around. I'm firm. You don't move me when I've decided that's the route that we're going to follow. Successful people make decisions quickly and change them slowly, if at all. Unsuccessful people change their minds all the time. They cannot make up their mind. They cannot take a direction. Which one are you? Do you know where you're going? If I say to you, are we going there? Can you say yes in an instant? Because you know yourself, you know where you're going. You ask me something, I say no, it's not going to work. Why? Because I know where I'm going. And I'm saying this straight out to you. Bruno asked me, you all know Bruno from Romania, said to me something. I said, no, it's not going to work for Africa. He didn't like the answer, but I stood firm. Why? Because my counselor in the alliance showed me what needs to be done. And am I going to listen to my counselor in the alliance, or am I going to listen to Bruno? You need to be confident when you know when you know where you're going, you will be confident. Know your subject, know you. Then nothing can stop you. Have you done that? I'm going to put this in again quickly. I've said it last night for the people, but I don't want to make it long. After I visualized a project of mine, I had an appointment at Deloitte's, and they sent 2 young men to rip me to shreds they took 2 hours, 10 minutes, and they tried. I think they actually made up their minds before the time they're going to floor me, going to have fun flooring me. They tried for 2 hours, 10 minutes. And when we were finished, they said to me, they've never seen anything like it. Why? Because I saw it so clearly in my mind that I couldn't, whatever they asked me, I've already thought about it. I left nothing out. I walked that business from the front to the back and sideways. I knew exactly what I needed to do. That's confidence. That happened in my mind. And I could set it out there for them. And those projects were implemented and they were successful. Do it. If I can, you can. There's no difference between us. You were chosen, I was chosen. You were called, I was called. Make sure you're chosen. Only you're going to determine that. I can't do it for you. I can stand here and motivate you and I can guide and I can do what I want, but only you and only I are going to determine whether we are chosen or not. Lola, you can translate if you want.
So, lo primordial que ha dicho, al final lo que ha añadido ha sido la confianza, porque una hermana ha preguntado que por qué, si no sería mejor que todos unificáramos nuestros proyectos en uno. Entonces ella ha hecho mucho énfasis en el hecho de que cada uno de nosotros tiene que permanecer firme sobre sus propios pies y ser un líder. Cada uno de nosotros tiene que ser un líder. No podemos unificar todos nuestros proyectos porque entonces, si nos vamos todos los humanitarios a una esquina del mundo, la otra parte del mundo se va a quedar sin ayuda, vamos a estar todos en un rincón. ¿Y la otra parte del mundo qué? Cada uno de nosotros tiene que ser un líder y mantenerse firme sobre sus propios pies. Y con confianza, y la confianza la crea el tener un objetivo claro, conocerse a uno mismo claramente, saber quién eres y tener tu objetivo claro por delante, por detrás, en todos los aspectos. Y eso nadie te lo puede arrebatar. Una vez tuve una experiencia en una entrevista que duró más de 2 horas y su hermana le decía, primero le dijo su hermana que por su temperamento no iba a conseguir que su negocio triunfara. Y en esa entrevista, precisamente, el énfasis lo hicieron los chicos que la entrevistaron en el temperamento que tenía, que nunca habían visto otra cosa igual. Eso le da la fuerza para mantenerse firme en sus objetivos y en sus proyectos. Y eso es lo que le da la confianza. Saber quién soy y cuál es mi objetivo y mantenerme firme. La claridad me da la firmeza.
Lola, ¿qué comentó sobre África?
Que ella vive en África y que su primer objetivo es África, no solamente el sur de África, que es donde vive, sino África entera. Cada uno tiene que ser un líder en el lugar en el que está, porque es donde eligió estar en este momento. Y a partir de ahí se puede mover a cualquier parte, pero cada uno de nosotros ha de empezar en el lugar en donde está ahora mismo. Eso es lo que decía, porque ella vive en el sur de África. Pero su objetivo, alguien, el Bruno, este chico, el rumano, este que tiene el proyecto en Rumanía, le propuso ir allí a trabajar, a hacer allí proyectos, y ella se mantuvo firme en su objetivo, porque ella dice, no, mi objetivo es África, porque yo estoy aquí, tengo que empezar por aquí, y esto lo tengo claro. Y esto es lo que me dice mi consejero personal, que mi primer objetivo es África y no voy a hacer lo que me dice Bruno, voy a hacer lo que yo sé que tengo que hacer y lo que mi consejero personal me ha dicho que haga. O sea, la claridad y la confianza. Y la claridad y la confianza nos la dan saber quiénes somos y tener muy claro nuestro objetivo, nuestro proyecto de vida, nuestro proyecto humanitario. Firmes sobre nuestros pies como líderes. Cada uno de nosotros tiene que ser un líder, porque una cosa muy importante que ha dicho es que a muchos nos va a tocar trabajar con personas que todavía siguen en la 3D. Entonces, claro, ¿cómo voy a dirigir un proyecto si yo no estoy firme trabajando con gente que todavía está en la 3D? Tengo que poder dirigirla. Es que eso es importantísimo, lo ha acentuado mucho eso. Entonces, claro, si no somos líderes, estamos firmes, claros y con total confianza, ¿a quién vamos a dirigir? Personas que todavía no han despertado. Ella dice, yo voy a trabajar en mis proyectos con gente que todavía no ha despertado. Y la voy a tener que dirigir. Claro, claro. So, this is amazing, Leandra. I love you.
Hello,
Okay. Yes.
Leandra,
Leandra.
Yes, I'm listening.
Okay,
um,
I'm going to try to
yeah,
speak in English so you can understand me. That English is
Okay.
not my mother language; it's Spanish.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I
Lola can
understand
translate if
you.
Lola can translate if I don't catch you well. Okay,
Okay,
say to me.
okay. I understand quite well what you said because I'm like you.
Muy
I'm
good.
just like you. Mhm.
Yeah,
And sometimes it is not. Sometimes people do not understand the way we are because we are firm in our beliefs
that's it.
and in our plans. Not
Exactly.
everybody can understand it, but that
Exactly.
is the way of being uh, exitoso. ¿Cómo se dice, Lola?
Successful.
Successful. That's why. That's why
Okay.
you are successful, and that's why I have been successful in the things that I do because I have been firm with
That's it.
the methods, with the studies, with the procedures, and
That's it.
that's why I have been successful in what I do. And that's the way I
Now,
think that it should be.
now I want to tell you something else for the people that are listening here. What is the biggest thing that holds us back? I've once somebody said to me, the biggest, I know that's fear. And Todd was speaking today when he was speaking to us, he was talking about fear. And he said the ego protects us against fear. But what is the biggest thing that we fear? Think about that. What is the biggest thing that you fear that is holding you back? And to answer that question that I've asked is think about this. It's criticism. You are so scared to be criticized for what you're going to do because people are so destructive in their in their remarks against you and when you do something. Nobody wishes you well. And that is what that criticism is what we need to overcome. The fear of being criticized. Is this project good enough? Oh, they're gonna, maybe it's not good enough. No, no. When you are in your, when you know, and that is why you're getting your guidance, why it's important to get your guide. I don't care being criticized. Come and do it and do it better than I do. I'll stand back. And that is why it is so important to be confident with what you do, because then criticism doesn't matter. I want to tell you something. I want to share this with you. It's a bit of a wisdom that I read in a Buddhist book one day. He said there are 4 kinds of clouds. Those who rain, but they do not thunder. Those who thunder, but they do not rain. Those who neither rain nor thunder, and those who rain and thunder. Likewise, do you get 4 kinds of people? Those who speak, but they do not do. Those who do, but they do not speak. Those who neither do nor speak, and those who do and speak. And that was it. He didn't say the one is right or the other one is wrong. And the way that he compared it to the clouds was amazing to me. Now, you tell a cloud not to thunder. Or you look at that cloud that hangs there, because most of them just hang there, neither do they rain nor do they thunder. And you tell that cloud, please, you can't hang there doing nothing. See what they're going to do. Whether they're going to listen to you. You cannot tell people and direct people and tell people what to do. People are what they are. So are you. There's nothing wrong with speaking and doing and being you. Criticism is just that. And you know what? Another thing, a beautiful book I once read, and I want to share these things with you because you're going to deal with it. I had to deal with it all my life. I once read a book by, I think it was Linda Ford, The Dark Side of the Light Seekers. And in that book was the most amazing thing that she said to me. When somebody says something bad about you, it says nothing about you. It says everything about them. Because they don't know you. But they know themselves. And if they see something in you, it's not that they see it in you, they see it in themselves and they recognize something in themselves. And when they said that to me, I just listen to how people speak and I know everything about them. It's not even how they say it, it's that they say it. Can you see that? Can you listen to people? Can you see what people and move beyond those things that hold you back? Because we're going to always work with people and always have people and regardless of we moving into 5D, we're still going to be a planet where you're going to go through lessons and experiences and things like that. Hopefully less violent, no more wars, but still people going through their lessons. We're going to 5D. There's still 7D and 9D and 11D and whatever. They're still going up, 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 up. We haven't learned all the lessons yet. You're still going to have people criticizing maybe what you want to do. Can you overcome that criticism? Can you stand in your power and do what you need to do? Can you be confident? These things we had to actually look at. I don't know how many of you, and I know you all are already people following a spiritual path. But if you hear, you need maybe to hear it again. And these are all little things that we need to start looking at so we can move forward. What I heard on Tuesday morning, it's a worry. We haven't put the work in to get there. What have we not put in? We followed the spiritual path, but we haven't got the skill to go and do what we need to do. We haven't developed that skill. What is the skill? We need to create. We need to take our leadership positions. We've got to instruct. Can you instruct? You need to be confident to say to a group of professional people in front of you. Now, let me tell you something else. I've made a decision a very long time ago in my life. Whoever assists with what I do will always be better qualified than I am. Wow, Leandra. Yes, because then you know you've got the best. And how can I have the best? And not be intimidated by it? Because I'm confident, because you cannot replace me. Because you cannot see what I see. Because you haven't practiced what I've practiced. You haven't put the time in to do that. Oh, Leandro, you're so arrogant. No, I'm not. I'm so very confident. Are you confident? I'm just talking to you tonight. And I've spoken last night to the most of you here. That these are things that are important. And we need to go through this. And I'm sorry it's this late, but it's never late. It doesn't have to take. I've been on this road for 34 years. The first time I was red pilled. You don't have to take 34 years to get there. You can do it in a very short period of time if you just put your mind to it. It doesn't have to take that long. How do you change it? How, as you think, so will you speak. As you speak, so will you do. As you do, so will you form your habit. As you form your habit, so will you live your life. How do you think? Is your thinking stifled? Do you think lack? Do you think limitation? Are you not bold enough? Change your thinking. Yes, I am. We do the affirmations. Yes, I'm this. Yes, I'm that. I am. I am. Look at those things and make it yours. You have to do that so that you can awaken this giant inside of you. I want to give you another little thing. Try and visualize this one. Can I share this a little bit with you? If you want to do this with me, you can stand up, or if you want to. I always used to, if I had to go and do big presentations for all these weird and wonderful people, governments and all these people sitting in front of me and the ministers and whatever, then obviously the nerves get to you. And then what I used to do is I would visualize. And I would stand up like this. And it was before I knew the earth was flat. So I would visualize the earth like a ball, like the size of a soccer ball. And I would see it underneath my feet. I was standing on top of it, balancing on it. And the earth was the size of the soccer ball. And this is me standing on top of the earth. This is how big I am. I'm shooting way up into the universe. I'm this giant. I'm this enormous. Nobody is going to tell me I'm that confident. I'm enormous. And I visualized it. Oh my word. And I flew through those presentations and those projects and those things. I did, because I used to see myself like that. And it helped. Find your way. Let me tell you why it's important. I have to go and fix Madagascar. I have to go and see the president of Madagascar. I can't walk in there telling, oh, I want to fix Madagascar. And he says to me, so what are you going to do? I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to fix it. No, I have to walk in there knowing exactly what I'm going to do. I've got to put my documents down. I've got to get my team with me. I've got to get everything in line so I can go in there and stop the erosion. Because half that country is washing into the sea. Can you do that? Can you put your business or your thing, your visualized picture here in the head? Can you put it down on paper so you can go and see a president and tell him, I'm going to come and work in your country and I'm going to do X, Y, Z in your country? Can you do it? If you can't, you better start learning how to do it. Somebody asked me today, please, I think it was Angel, help me to understand and work on a business plan. It's a simple thing. We're starting on Monday with that. You have to be able to do it. You cannot walk in with airy-fairy up in the sky 2 sentences and going to see a president and tell him, oh, I'm just going to quickly do this in your country. No, you've got to know what you're doing. You're going to work at that level. You want that kind of funds, you have to work at that level. Does that make sense to all of you?
Yes.
I hear nothing. So, okay, there's a
Yes,
yes. Good.
Leandra. Yes, Leandra.
Yes,
Absolutely.
great.
Yes, for me makes sense. I have it clearly in my heart, but my mind doesn't uh, work with. So for me, the difficult thing is to make documents, to read it and to,
I'm going to start on Monday with you.
okay.
Business plans. Oh my word, I've drawn up business plans in my life.
No,
Yes,
no, no.
please. I'd love to attend.
I'm
Yeah,
going
yeah,
to
yeah.
go through it. I'm going to start on Monday to put it in a document form, just very simple, and you can start working at it and whatever. Just understanding that it needs to happen.
Yeah,
Your
yeah,
heart can be full of it, but the visualization happens in your mind. So that hence the command, align my mind with my heart, that you work in unison. You speak,
yeah.
you get the guidance through your heart. You can't get it through your mind. I don't think so, unless you activate your pineal gland and it's decalcified and you're working perfectly. Uh, I always think for now the heart is the best place to actually align, and it's a fantastic place. And I mean, the way I can connect through my heart is just a bit of practice, but it's great. So work at connecting through your heart and align the two, and then move forward. Put your things in a picture in your mind. Your mind is an electromagnet. What you see there will manifest in front of you, but see it clearly, give it life. Does that make sense? Lola, you have to translate this. We've said a lot. This lady is being left behind.
Ya, ok. Bueno, empezó diciendo, ¿cuál es tu mayor miedo ahora mismo? Algo que nos frena de realizarnos a nivel de humanitarios en nuestros proyectos es enfrentar nuestros miedos. ¿Cuál es tu mayor miedo? Entonces, uno de los mayores miedos que tenemos es a la crítica, a ser criticados, a estar en el blanco de la gente que critica. A ella la han criticado muchísimo porque siempre ha estado muy a la vista y la gente la ha criticado. No tenemos que tener miedo a ser criticados. Y luego ha puesto un ejemplo de 4 clases de nubes, que no entiendo una de las palabras que dice, nubes que llueven y nubes que dan sombra. Margareta, ¿tú lo has entendido? What I don't understand with the clouds, some rainy and
Unas que son,
¿cómo?
unas que echan truenos,
Ah, truenos.
unas que suenan como truenos
Ok, Ok,
Ajá.
ok. Unas traen lluvia y otras traen truenos. Unas traen lluvia y truenos y otras no traen ni lluvia ni truenos. Y eso es como un símil con respecto a la persona, al ser humano. Unos hablan y otros, a ver, ¿o cómo era, nena? Unos hablan y
Unos
otros,
hablan y no
Y otros
sí,
hacen.
hacen.
y no
Otros
hacen,
hablan,
exacto,
ajá.
eso,
Eso es la coherencia. Eso
Como el
es
perro
relacionado
que
exacto.
con la
ladra no
coherencia.
muerde.
Ay,
Sí.
eso es. Unos
Eso
hablan.
tiene que ver con la coherencia, Lola.
Exacto, ajá, exacto, exacto.
Ujú.
Unos hablan y no hacen, otros hacen pero no hablan, y otros hablan y hacen, y eso es la coherencia,
Sí,
cuando haces y hablas lo mismo, ¿no?
exactamente.
Eres coherente
Sí,
con lo
sí.
que hablas y con lo que haces, exacto.
Y
¿Y qué más ha
con lo que
dicho?
piensas. Y
Y
con
con
lo
lo
que
que
piensas. O
piensas.
sea, uno debe ser coherente en pensamiento, palabra y acción.
Exacto,
Ahí
justo,
es donde estás bien.
eso. Y luego tener la confianza que dice que ya ha tenido que hacer presentaciones delante de ministros, de presidentes. Tuvo que presentar un proyecto delante del presidente de Madagascar. Y lo importante que es tener claro el proyecto, manifestarlo físicamente, no solamente en el corazón, sino que la mente es un campo electromagnético que está creando nuestra realidad. Y el tener el proyecto claramente diseñado a nivel físico. Dice que el lunes la clase va a ser con respecto a crear esos proyectos físicos, ¿no, nena? ¿Ha dicho eso? ¿Puedes añadir tú algo más?
No,
Hola.
no le capté, no le capté.
Que no lo captaste. Ahí
Yo
estaba
lo que
diciendo él.
entendí es sobre las cuentas y el papel y todo el proyecto, no solamente es la idea, sino también
Exacto,
todo el papeleo que conlleva un proyecto, que eso también hay que tenerlo preparado porque uno se va a enfrentar con pues gente, presidentes, qué sé yo, políticos y todo
exacto.
eso a los que hay que ir a hablar de los proyectos. No solamente es que yo quiero, yo lo creo, es que hay que también llevarlo a cabo, pero completa la visualización completa con todo el estudio completo.
Exacto, sí, que no te puedes presentar delante de un presidente. Mira, yo vengo con buena intención y voy a cambiarlo todo. Sino que tienes que llevar por delante un proyecto bien diseñado y saber exactamente qué es lo que vas a hacer, ¿no? Por eso que yo, por ejemplo, lo tengo muy claro en mi corazón, pero en la cabeza, los papeleos y todas esas cosas, no. Y eso es lo que hay que crear la coherencia entre una cosa y otra, ¿verdad? Okay,
Exacto, exacto.
I think we have said the most.
It's the only answer, the explanation.
Okay,
Yeah.
so to me, the most important thing now is I will make an arrangement for, uh, let's say, on Tuesday evening with the Spanish group at the same time. And then we will start looking at putting your visualization into a document form, into something that you can go and present to somebody, and all the processes that you go through. I will, in the meantime, if there's anything that you say to me that is going to stand in my way to do it, or I'm going to battle with that, let's talk about this. If you say to me, you've got a problem with my past, I can't let go, I've been criticized, I can't deal with this, I can't do that, let's look at it. There might be even somebody in the group, there might be somebody else, not even me, somebody else in the group that says this is the best way I dealt with that, and that might make sense to you to help you to move forward, because we all have to deal with a past, we all have to deal with insecurities, we all have to deal with a lot of things that, and how to build confidence and things like that. So I'm going to give you the best way to overcome a lot of these insecurities and problems to make you move forward. But the most important thing that I want you to do is over the weekend, go and visualize what you want to do. Once you've taken one of your projects, see it. It's easy to say, oh, I'm going to feed people. Really? How are you going to feed them? For how long are you going to feed them? And what you're going to feed them? And how are you going to make it a permanent solution? You can't help people. People must help themselves. If you help people, you steal their energy. You make them dependent on you. You're not their savior. I want to ask you one last thing one thing I've learned. Oh my word, have they taught me through the years things? Do you know that the amount of things I've done in my life for people I've never been thanked? I arranged a whole wedding from the invitation to the thank you cards. Everything in between. Now, you know, at a wedding, the groom and the bride would get up and they would thank people. Oh, thank you for this one, for doing the flowers. Thank you for. I've done it all. And at the extent that I've done it, it's amazing. Do you know that I didn't get a thank you? I could never understand it until I had a conversation with a woman that said to me, "You can't. That's what I wanted to go and do. These people don't want your help." And I realized, oh my word, if I want to change, I've got to stand way back. They can't see me. I have to put people in front of me so that can happen. I'm not ever going to get recognized. I'm never going to get a thank you. They won't even know I've done it. Can you do it? Or is your ego in the way? Can you let go of the ego? Can you go and do what is necessary to be done and never get a thank you? I know what my thank you is going to be. My thank you is going to be the fact that I can stand back and say, wow, it worked. It's great. It's bloody unbelievable. That's my thank you. Can you do the same? Can you stand back and let it happen? And that your energy and your creative force was behind it, but you can never get a thank you for it. Can you do it? Can you
Yes,
become that person that no matter what, you'll do it? That's the
Yes.
answer I like. Yes, we can do it. If they don't want your help, can you actually just stand back? Can you put everything ahead of yourself to make it work, knowing that it's your creative force that pushed it? That's your thank you. Can you let go of the ego? I am important. Yes, you are. You want to know if you're important? Phone me. I'll tell you how important you are. But don't expect it from the people in front of you. Just do it anyway. I don't know why I had to go through all these lessons, but I'm slowly starting to see and understand. So, homework
Leandra,
for Tuesday is do it. Visualize. Yes, thank you. I'm listening.
yesterday you have really awakened my creativity. I never slept since the last meeting that you had, even until now. Because you know what, Leandra, I am a professional teacher.
Mm-hmm.
This how to visualize, it has been in me. I'm very creative, but I was not born being a creative somebody.
Mm-hmm.
If I was given a task at school to do, I won't sleep until the whole process, maybe it's a concert, until the whole process of the concert finishes up, and then the children go and perform. That's when I will start to sleep. The whole night I will visualize how to do this dance. I will
Yes.
come up with the moves. I'll do everything. And what you said now, that you did the wedding plan and everything, they never thanked you. You know how much I was putting in the schools to make the project to be successful? A lot. And a lot of money was coming in those schools, but they never ever said thank you to me. And I will stand my ground to make sure that everything that I'm doing must be a success. I was
And you
never
will
born
keep
a
doing
dancer.
until you leave in 500 years' time from now. You'll still be that person because it's
Thank you.
not about the you or the recognition. It's about you making that a success. That's your gratification. That's your thank you. And I'm glad to hear I'm not the only one. I thought I was the only one that they did that to. But they're teaching you to not expect that. Go and build without expecting anything in return because you're already getting everything that they're not. You're amazing. All of you, every one of you. You don't understand. Being here already makes you amazing.
The last
Know
thing
it in
that I
your
want
heart.
to the last thing that I want to say, Leander, when I walk, if I see a piece of a paper, a stock, a stone, a yogurt empty, it's already in my mind. Already I'm creating something out of that. You'll even hear at
Amazing.
school that you don't leave anything out. Everything that I see, whether it's a natural thing, whether it's something that it's been recycled, in my mind it has already have something that I want to make out of it.
That is what it's about. It's that creative part of ours that needs to be awakened. And if you can now turn that into more and bigger, because you have to match what you want to get. Have you got a million? You have to match it. Have you got a billion? You have to match it. Have you got a yotillion? You've got to match it. You're not going to get it unless you match it. Does that make sense to all of you? Match it. You want that kind of money. It's not going to be given to you just because. Match it. People drive, push yourself. I promise you this much, and I don't make promises. Oh my word, I don't ever make promises. But I promise you, if you push yourself and you get there, you can go in a year's time from now. Oh, it's not even in a year's time, a couple of months when it's over. And you've got it. Go for a holiday. Go and rest. But for now, push yourself. Push yourself until that limit. If you don't sleep, like I need to get your name one day. 1188.
I'll do that tomorrow. I'll just share with you.
Now, what you need to do is if you keep pushing now, we haven't pushed hard enough. I was told that very, very clearly. That's why I'm sitting here telling you this. I'm tired. I'm waiting this time of night to come and tell you this. I will wake up in the middle of the night. I will push us hard. But there will come a time where I sleep again and where I'll rest again. But for now, push people, push. Give birth to this new earth. Push. Put everything into it. Go and sit and visualize what you want. Show them you can actually force your mind. You can actually, doesn't matter how tired, go and do it. The more you relax, just relax. Don't stress up about it. But go and sit and stress up and relax. Tense up and relax. Tense up and relax. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Do the things that help you to do it and visualize that amazing new world that you want to do. Visualize your project. Put the details into it. I don't want 2 sentences. I want a complete project visualized from you. Can you do it? Can you
Yes,
take that project of
Leandra.
yours and see the details of it? That's
Yes.
what I want you to do. Now go, Lola, you've got to explain to her Tuesday evening is that time where you're going to take you are going to take from now till then, and then you're going to sit there and we're going to try and find a way. I am asking all the time for guidance. They're giving me quite a bit of it. I hope the messages that I'm giving through to you is what you need to hear. I'm putting
Okay.
myself a lot in my counselor's hands. So Lola, you tell her that Tuesday evening, this time, again
Yeah.
9 o'clock, this time, we are going to go through the process of bringing that visualization and then take the details and put it into a workable document, putting life to it, giving it flesh.
Wow. Sí, el
Okay.
miércoles a la misma. Yeah. El
Sorry,
miércoles a
can
la
I
misma hora. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry,
And
I need to leave now. I just wanted to say that the voice note, I'm going to let it run so it on my computer so it prints it all out. I'm going to just do the English section, everything that Leandra said and all the yeah, so that we've got that documented, and then it's going to be easy to translate it in this app. So when you click on it, you can then read it in whatever language you can read it or you need to read it. Okay. So, but I'm going to leave now, which means the recording is unfortunately going to stop. So just that you're aware of it. Okay.
That's okay, Rita.
Thank you.
I think we are wrapping it up
Okay.
with the
Thank
last
you.
and final instruction. Go and visualize your project. Lola, you can translate it to her like that, and I think then we can just finish off. Thank you, everyone.
hay que practicar la visualización. Vete y visualiza tu proyecto. El miércoles por la noche a la misma hora nos va a dar los detalles de cómo crear físicamente el documento de nuestro proyecto en todo detalle, a través de la visualización y de la práctica. Ok. Wonderful, Leandra. I love you so much.
I love you so much, Lola.
Yeah,
love
this is
Me too.
amazing.
We are going to make this work, people. We're going to push through, and even if we're the first ones to go over the what do you call it, the winning line, and if we then have to be the people as Todd asked to turn around and go and get the second lot over, and then the first and the second lot go and get the third lot over, but we are going to cross this finish line. Thank you. I'm honored to do this with you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Leandra.
Leandra.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Such
Such
a
Oh,
Thank
it's a
you
blessing.
so much.
pleasure to
blessings,
you. Thank
blessings.
Okay.
Gracias.
Keep well.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Gracias,
Keep
gracias.
well. Thank you.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.